Hello everyone, today is the second class of HTML, and in today's class we are going to learn about elements, what is a paragraph tag, what is a break tag, what is a pre-tag, what are attributes, how to add links to our web page using anchor tag, how to add an image, and how to apply horizontal lines. So these are the topics that we are going to cover in today's class. So yeah, let's begin with the elements. So I'm going to open the Sublime Text Editor. We already saw in the first class what is a editor and why do we need it, and how can you download this editor. So we are going to create a new file. This is the code written, this is the entire code that we have written in the first class. So all of these content that we are writing, I'm going to upload it in on GitHub, and I will be providing the link in the description box, so you can check out the description box to access all the content that we are learning. So I'm going to open up a new file. To open up a new file, we can click on file or file and then click on new file, and I need to save it. I will name it second class.html. All right. So I'm going to add the boilerplate code for HTML, which is the HTML tag itself. Then we have head, and then we have body. Okay, in the head we have title. So I'm going to name the title as second day. All right. So the first topic that we are going to learn today is elements. What are elements? Just suppose yesterday we learned about heading tag. So we have one h1 tag. Okay, I'm going to save the file and open it in the browser. So you saw that this is the way how we write heading in HTML. So we started the tag and we close the tag here. So this is the starting point of this tag, and this is the closing point. And between it we have written the content or the text. So the right from the starting till the end, the entire thing is known as an element. Okay. So in HTML, this whole starting and the ending of the tag all included is known as element. Okay, like body starts from here and it ends up here. So this is the body element, and then this is the head. The title is starting from here and ending up till here. So the entire thing is known as element. Okay, starting as well as the closing part. So yeah, this is all about elements. Now we are going to learn about paragraph tag. Okay, you must be aware about what are paragraphs. When we make up notes and when we read some books and all, there are several paragraphs that are written inside it. So similarly, if we have to write paragraphs in our web page or website, we need to give a paragraph tag, and it's quite simple. We just have to write the word P. So P in HTML stands for paragraph. So I'm going to write some content. This is a paragraph tag. Okay, I have saved the file, Control S. Now I am going back to the browser and reloading the page. So we can see this is our paragraph tag written in our web page. So you must have seen the size of it differs compared to the heading. That is because the paragraphs tag has certain size, and headings, different headings have different kind of size. So this is a paragraph tag. If we try to add some spaces, just suppose I am adding tab. Okay, the computer does not understand the spaces that we have added. Or just suppose I have given a enter. Okay, even if I save it, I've saved the file and come back to the browser and reload the page, those spaces we cannot see it on the web page, because the browser is not really able to understand what all these spaces are meant to be. Okay, so paragraph tag is a tag which is used to write paragraph in HTML or in a web page or websites. So yeah, you just saw that we cannot put up some tab, or we can click enter and then expect it to be the same way on the web page. So just suppose if you want to start a new paragraph, so you can again copy the same content. I've saved the file and reloaded the web page. You can see whenever we are writing a paragraph tag, it appears up, it starts up from a new line. Okay, so that's the thing about paragraph tag. Now we are going to learn about break tag. Okay, I have already told you, and just now we also saw it. If I press the enter button, if I click the enter button, and then if I come back to the browser and refresh it, we do not see any kind of line space which is appearing on the web page. That's because the browser is not able to understand all these spaces. But we really want to put up a break. We want to start these words, which is paragraph tag, or just suppose let me write some random content. This is some kind of random content. Okay, so I want this kind, this is some to be written in the first line and kind of random content written from a new line. So for that I need to add a break tag. So this is the third tag that we are learning today, third or second, yeah, second. So break tag, what is this tag supposed to do? Break tag is going to break the line. Simple. Br break. Br stands for break. So this break tag is meant to put up a new line. So wherever we write it, it is going to break the content which is written after it. So this is the use of break tag. Okay. So we have covered what are elements, the starting of the tag and the ending of the tag. Entire thing combined is known as elements. What a paragraph tag, to write the content in a form of paragraph in HTML, we use p tag. Yeah, so that is about paragraph tag. And if we want to give a new line space, we can add up a break tag. Okay, now you may say how to include tab space, the enter space inside a tag. So for that we have a tag known as pre tag. Okay, this is known as pre-formatted tag. Pre stands for pre-formatted, and if I write something in it like this is pre-formatted tag, let's check if the tab and the enter, let me give an enter from here, is working or not. Okay, and let's give a tab space here. Let's see if it works or not. I'm going to reload the page. Okay, you can see the way we have written the entire content inside the pre tag. So the browser is able to consider all these spaces that we have given with the help of tab button, and the browser is also able to recognize the enter space. Okay, the enter button or a new line space. If we write everything inside pre tag, the browser is able to understand that we have also added spaces. It can be spacebar, it can be tab, it can be enter. So this is how the browser is able to recognize all these spaces with the help of pre tag. So this is all about pre tag. Now we are going to study about attributes. To study about attributes, first we are going to cover anchor tag. All right. So let's come back to the browser. Okay, let me open a Wikipedia page, and today let's open Ratan Tata. So when we open the Wikipedia page for Ratan Tata, so we can see all these information about him. He's a businessman and he's a philanthropist. So just let's copy this link and let's try to edit in our website or our web page. How can we do it? For this we have a tag known as anchor tag. Okay, so you saw this is an anchor tag. It starts up from here and it ends up over here. All right, now you may be wondering what is a href here. Okay, so the word which you are seeing, which is inside the tag, this is the starting of the tag, right? The bracket is ending up here, and inside it only we have written href. So what does this href means? Href is an attribute, right? Let me write it up here. Href is an attribute. Now what are attributes? Attributes gives us additional information about a tag. Okay, we have a tag, but we are providing a certain link inside it. So this href is additionally adding up some information. Okay, so that's why these are known as attributes. So there are a lot of attributes. We are going to cover a few more. So yeah, let's put the link that we have copied. We have copied this link of Wikipedia page of Ratan Tata. So from here I'm going to paste the link inside href. I've saved the file. Let's go back to the browser, reload the page. Okay, I forgot to write the text. So let's write something. We can write anything, plain text. We can right click here. Okay, now if I reload the page, you can see the word Ratan Tata. So if I click on it, what will happen? The Wikipedia page for Ratan Tata got opened in our web page. So that's how we add up links in HTML. Okay. Now you may say, I want to open this link in a new tab. I don't want it to be opened on the same particular page on which we have added this link. So how can we do that? We have to write one more attribute known as target. We write target and then we write underscore blank. Okay, target is the attribute name, blank is the value, underscore blank. What will happen now? If I come back and reload the page, now if I click on Ratan Tata, this link will open up the Wikipedia page. Let me close the previous one so that you don't get confused. This link will open up the Wikipedia page, but it will be opened in a new tab instead of getting opened here itself. Let's click it. So you saw the Ratan Data page is getting opened in a new tab. All right. So that's the use of adding the attribute called target. So I hope you understood how to add a link in our HTML file as well as how to add attributes. And I hope you understood what is an attribute. Attribute is something which gives us additional information about the tag. Okay. Right now in anchor tag, how many attributes do we have? Right now in the anchor tag, we have href and we have target. Okay, just watching the video, you can never learn coding. You have to do it by yourself. You can pause the video and try it on your end. That's how you're going to learn it. Otherwise, you would be forgetting what are all these syntax about. Okay, while watching something, it appears as if we have learned it very well, but until we try it, we are not sure about that. So this is all about anchor tag, and now we are going to. Okay, so we have covered attributes and we have covered HTML links. How do we add links in our HTML file with the help of anchor tag? Now we are going to cover image tag. Okay. Image tag, IMG. So in yesterday's class, we talked about what are paired tags and what are non-paired, what are unpaired tags. So image tag is an example of unpaired tag because we don't have to really close it. Fine. So in image tag, what is the attribute? SRC is the attribute. You can see the image tag is starting, the bracket for the IMG tag is starting from here and it closes up here. Inside it, SRC is going to give some additional information. So SRC is the attribute over here inside the image tag. Now what is SRC? SRC is source. All right. The way we have href to provide the link for an anchor tag. Similarly, SRC is the path or the link that we provide for our image. Okay, fine. So let's go to some website. Let's open Unsplash. Unsplash website is to use or download free images. So let's download some kind of image from it. Let's download New Year. So 2023 is going to come. Let's download some image. Okay, let's download this only. All right. So I'm going to close this website. Let's go. Okay, we have saved the file, the existing file in which we are working. It is named as secondclass.html. It is saved in a folder called classes. So here itself, I'm going to paste the image that we have downloaded. So I'm going to rename so that it becomes a bit easier to write. I will write it New Year pic. All right, let's open it. So you can see this pic. We have named it as New Year pic. The extension is .jpg. Okay. So this is the same thing that we have to write here inside SRC. What was the name? New Year pic, P was capital, .jpg. Okay, let's save the file. Click on file, click on save. Let's go back to the browser, reload the page. What do you expect? Will the image come up? Yeah, it came up. But you can see the size of the image is very, very big. Okay. We do not want it to be in this way because we have to really scroll it horizontally as well as vertically to see the image. Okay, so we can tune our image. How? With the help of attributes. So we have some attributes known as height and width. All right, height and width is going to change the height and width for our image. Let's add up some values. 500 Here 500 of we can add a 400, 200, 300, whatever we want. It's representing the pixel or the height and width for the image. I'm going to save the file. Let's come back to the browser and reload the page. So you saw here the image has yeah, the image is now of a particular size, which is 500 into 500. All right, but you are seeing that the images is not starting from a new line. To make it start from a new line, we can add a break after the anchor tag, right? Just after the Ratan Tata, we can add up a break so that the image starts up from a new line. Let's see. Okay, fine enough. So this is all about image tag. All right, we just learned about how to change the height and width of an image, and what is the src attribute. Src attribute is used to give the name or the source of the file that we want to load up the image. Okay, why have I added the image in the same folder where we have the HTML file? Because we can edit anywhere. The only thing is we will have to provide the path like this. Like if it is in some other folder, so we have to provide the path like class folder / classes. Okay, this is a bit difficult to write or the entire path. So more suitable way is to, for now, we can just save a file in the same path or the same folder where our HTML file is present. So you cannot add the image by just writing the name. You have to ensure, if you're just writing the name, you have to ensure it is in the same path or it is in the same folder. All right. So this is all about image tag. Okay. And the last thing, which is horizontal line. To add up horizontal line. Now you may say that this is kind of the content. Okay. We have a paragraph, we have a anchor tag, but we want to separate our web page in two parts. We want to add up a horizontal line in between so that it can be really separated. Okay, so for that, what we can do is we can add a horizontal tag. How to write a horizontal tag? Enter. There is hr tag. I've saved the file after writing the hr tag. Now we will come back to the browser and reload it. Okay, you just saw a horizontal line has been added. The size of the image changed because I've just changed the value so that it does not look too big. Okay, so you can see we have divided our page in two parts. It's for representing or just showing, like we just add up lines in our notes to separate the page or the note making in different parts. So same way we are using this horizontal tag, hr tag, to add up a horizontal line in a web page. Okay, so what are the things that we learned today? We learned about what are elements, the starting of the tag, the ending of the tag, entire thing combined is known as element. What is a paragraph tag? To write paragraph. How do we write it? We have a p tag in HTML for it. Break tag is to add up new lines. How do we write it? We have a br tag. Pre tag. Pre tag is pre-formatted tag. How do we write it? We have a pre tag. Pre tag helps us to add up the spaces in the way that we have edited inside the editor. Okay, what are attributes? Attributes are something which are written inside the tag itself. Okay, before the tag even closes up in the form of bracket, we write these attributes. What does it do? Attributes gives us additional information about the tag. All right. What are the different kind of attributes that we learned today? In anchor tag we have href, we have target. In image tag we have src, height, width. Okay, different tags may have different kind of attributes. It depends on the need. Okay, what do we really want to achieve through the tag further? All right, and then we learned about HTML links. How do we add up HTML links with the help of anchor tag? And then we learned about image tag. We learned how to add up the file name, how to change the height and width of an image. For image tag we have img tag. Okay, then we learned about how to add a horizontal line in a web page, okay, with the help of hr tag. So I hope today's class is pretty much clear to you. We covered 8 topics, and still if something is not clear to you, you can drop out your comment in the comment box. And further, if you have any other kind of queries related to the class or how to access this file, the work which we have done, you can write it out in the comment box. And I'm also going to add all the files to GitHub, and then I will share the link in the description. Okay, so yeah, this is it for today's class. Let's meet in third class pretty soon. Okay, bye bye.